Hey everybody, welcome. I have a short story for you today. It's a true story about spirituality and about a secret that I've learned that is absolutely life-changing. It is one that I want to share with all of you. So the story goes like this. There was a woman named Becca that spent most of her life chasing the dream, chasing all of these things, chasing the right job in which she was always able to achieve. She was able to get that job and she was able to move up that ladder and accomplish whatever she set her mind to. This woman also was a person that was told she was supposed to do this, and this to be happy. As a human being, this is what you do to be happy. You get your education. Got that. You meet the person of your dreams and you get married and you begin to have a family. That's one thing you do. And then you start to acquire all of these things, that beautiful swimming pool that you want, that perfect home with the perfect fence and the perfect landscape and all of those things that you set out to achieve. And this woman did that. She did all of those things, and she was very successful in her corporate jobs and very successful in her relationships, pretty much anything that she set her mind to. But she was also a very, very busy person. A person that would spend seasons not even being able to really watch the flowers bloom that she loves so much, or to be able to sit and take the time for herself to observe a massively gorgeous sunset with oranges and pinks just painted across the sky. Now, those are the things that this woman loved, that she wasn't finding the time to do. Well, God kind of turned her world upside down to get her attention. And this turning upside down of her world landed her back on her mother's doorstep. And this was well into her adult life, by the way. And it was absolutely the best thing that could have possibly happened to her. While it seemed like the worst time, grief was involved, things like that, the worst time that she could ever go through, something very magical happened during this time. She changed. She transformed. She became very, very connected to the world around her. And she learned to appreciate the simplest things again. The simplest things. And I'm talking about the things like a canopy of stars, a beautiful canopy of stars in the night, to be able to look at those as though you've never even seen them. She learned to appreciate every petal on a flower as it bloomed and notice the color and the glistening and just the magic and richness of all of that. She found that she had the time again to sit and watch those sunsets that meant the world to her, because color and beauty and landscapes are one of the things that always have changed her life. And yet she just hadn't stopped for so long because she was chasing the dream, in the rat race, right in the middle of it, chasing all of these things outside of herself. Now, this is where the secret comes in. Excuse excuse me, the happiness is not outside of you. Wipe this tear. It's really a tear of joy. The happiness is not going to be found outside of you. It's not going to be found in that job that you spend 65 hours a week at. It's not going to be found in all of these things that you're able to achieve. Yes, there are things that bring us joy, of course. But ultimately, happiness comes in being present, being in the present moment, and being able to just be still and appreciate the things that are around you, the trees, nature, the oceans, the sky, the sun, all of these things that you are absolutely a part of. It is that connectedness that is missing from so many of our lives. And when you're able to tap into that connectedness and begin to feel this indescribable peace and oneness and merging with the simple things that are around you, it revolutionizes your life. It changes you. So this woman became a very, very different person from the inside out. She began to glow and she began to sparkle and shine. And when she would go back to the towns that she came from, people would say, "Wow, you look so different. What have you been doing?" And they were seeing this glow, this happiness, this void that was being filled from within and not from without, connecting to that part of you that is so sacred, that God self, that soul, your own soul. It's your truth, it's your true north. And people would say, "Wow." And suddenly, Becca found that she connected with a very different group of people. A lot of her older friends and different places that she would go just suddenly didn't have a lot of interest anymore. She was more interested in real things, tangible things, beautiful things, and most of these things didn't cost any money. You give Becca a sunset, you give her a view that she can sit and look out across with a nice cup of coffee or tea, and that is euphoria. That connectedness and that wholeness and that oneness is indescribable. And when you are able to get a taste of that, you only want more of it, because there's such a satisfying safety and just it's so reassuring to have it, because we go through life so many times looking for something and we don't even know what it is, but there's this emptiness and there's this void. And when it starts, when all of this love, literally, when all of this love and light starts to pour in, your life changes in the most beautiful, beautiful ways. So the moral of this story and the spiritual secret has to do with the present moment and finding that time just to be still each day, no matter how busy you may be with your family, your job, all of these other things. You have to have that time to honor yourself and stay connected to all that is, your Creator and all that is. And again, when you do that, when you begin to do that, you will have a peace and joy just funnel into you that you've not ever experienced before. And it is absolutely amazing. So I hope that you've enjoyed this story, and it is a true story of my own life, and I wouldn't change a thing. I would not change a thing, but I can tell you that I am as grateful today for all of the lessons and all of the things that have brought me back to what really matters in life, and that is enjoying your life and enjoying the present moment and taking in the beauty all around you. Those kinds of things, what we experience, that's what's really, really important. So I'm sending so much love to each one of you. I appreciate you. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a like. I would love to have you as a subscriber if I don't already. I have lots of true stories to tell you and so many other spiritual concepts to share with you. And I will be back really soon with another video, and I will catch you then on the flip side. Thanks for watching.